Man, Izzy Teeny, aka Yapalot World here. Back at it again with another video, man. Back at it again with another video type shit. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about an app, but not no ordinary app. An app that changed the game. It changed the social media space forever. It changed even the music space forever. And it changed our attention spans forever and fried our brains. And it is home of the brain rot. The app that we all doom scroll on all day. The app that causes us to not take a shower, to not breathe, and keeps us unemployed. You know what I'm saying? That congratulates us for being unemployed. Yes, we all. We are unemployed. We all don't shower. All of our brains are rotten, and we all doom scroll because of this app, and all of our attention spans are fried because of this app, and it put us on a lot of music. And I'm talking about none other than the infamous TikTok. You feel what I'm saying? The infamous TikTok. Now, 9 out of 10% of the chance you probably have TikTok downloaded on your phone, or you've at least been on TikTok before or seen a lot of clips from TikTok. You definitely know what TikTok is, 100%. Now, over here in the US, the United States of America, it's like the government has a love-hate relationship with TikTok. It's almost like every damn day we get a TikTok ban scare.
TikTok being banned is a headline that floats around annually. It comes once a year like Santa Claus and spreads like the common cold, with people thinking this is really the time it's going to be banned, and then never does. However, this time around, it's a different kind of ball game. This rodeo's looking a little bit different.
Ever since 2020, the government has been threatening to ban TikTok forever now, you know what I'm saying? But recently, on January 19th, it's been the closest to actually being banned, as it was only banned just for like 12 hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the closest it's ever been banned, but of course, it was only banned for 12 hours, and it was just a little jump scare, a little scare. Like, the TikTok ban has been a thing forever now, and at this point, this shit is never gonna get banned. But although it was only banned for 12 hours and came back on January 19th, it was still off the app stores along with CapCut. So TikTok and CapCut were off the app stores for a good minute up until last night, February 13th, around like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe even around 10 o'clock. It was pretty late last night. And yeah, February 13th type shit. Now, if you're wondering why TikTok got banned or why they're trying so hard to nuke TikTok, it's because lawmakers fear TikTok's owner ByteDance could be manipulated by the Chinese government, exposing Americans' data and content. So basically, they feel like TikTok's owner, which is ByteDance, which is a Chinese company, is trying to collect our data and steal our data, and they're using TikTok to spy on us and get our information, which is absolute complete bullshit, because literally our phones collect our data, Instagram collects our data, Facebook, Snapchat, every app we use collects our data, and I don't give a fuck if some random nigga in China has my data. Nigga, I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn if the nigga has my data, bro. I don't give a fuck. So it's really just some bullshit, and I feel like the real reason why they was trying to ban TikTok, or are still trying to ban TikTok, is because TikTok is an app where a lot of people spread a lot of information. A lot of information goes around. People don't even know what's going on in the world if it wasn't for TikTok. Like, people wouldn't know what's going on if they hadn't seen it on TikTok. Just the fact that people are spreading information so fast, there's influencers making money, and just the government doesn't like that, so they were trying to shut down the app. But I truly do not think it's gonna get shut down, because if you didn't know, technically it's still banned, because Trump didn't take away the ban on January 19th. He just extended the deadline. But the fact that TikTok is now back on the App Store means that it's definitely here to stay, bro. It's most definitely here to stay. I thought that after the 75-day extension, we was either going to find out that TikTok is banned or that it's going to be saved and then it will come back to the App Store. But the fact that it's already back on the App Store means that this app is here to stay, bro. It ain't even going to get banned. But it's some bullshit how they're trying to ban it. And the person who started the TikTok ban back in 2020 was Donald Trump, but now he's actually the one who actually technically saved TikTok, and Biden was the one that signed the ban into law.
I just signed into law the national security package that was passed by the House of Representatives this weekend and by the Senate yesterday. It's going to make America safer, it's going to make the world safer, and it continues America's leadership in the world.
So now that Biden has signed a law forcing TikTok to be sold or banned, here's what happens. The moment the act became law, a clock started ticking. It gives ByteDance 9 months to sell TikTok to a company that the US approves. But TikTok has already said that they're going to sue by the fall to block the law from taking effect, calling it an unconstitutional ban. Once they officially bring a challenge in court, the clock is effectively paused, and the issue moves to the DC Circuit Court of Appeals. No matter which way that court rules, the loser will probably appeal to the Supreme Court. That would delay a ban for another year, meaning nothing would happen until 2026. If SCOTUS finds this bill unconstitutional, then Congress is back to square one. But if SCOTUS lets the law stand, that 9-month clock resumes. Then, if it looks like a deal on a sale is coming together, the president can grant a one-time 90-day extension. But experts say that ByteDance is unlikely to sell TikTok. Now, if that timer hits 0 without a deal, TikTok wouldn't be deleted off your phone. It would be banned from online app stores and internet hosting services, meaning you couldn't download or update it, and eventually making it pretty hard to use.
Now, right before the TikTok ban quote unquote, or during the TikTok ban, many people were seeking a lot of alternatives for TikTok, like this Chinese app called RedNote, which, mind you, since it's a Chinese app, if TikTok got banned because they didn't like the parent-owned company ByteDance that's from China, then RedNote could obviously get banned in the US also. And there was also another app called Lemon8, and there's also another one called Neptune. Like, there was so many TikTok alternatives while TikTok was getting banned, and I truly believe that there will be no app that can replace TikTok. No app can motherfucking replace TikTok and the impact and the effect it had on the world, you feel what I'm saying? Or it has on the world, you know? Like, niggas was on this Chinese app called RedNote, which everything was in Mandarin, and a lot of American people were immigrating over, which the Chinese people called it the TikTok immigrants. They were coming over to RedNote, and us American people, man, we need to leave them people's apps alone, man. We need to leave their apps alone. Like, niggas was already getting banned on RedNote. Like, we Americans are just so unserious, and we need to leave these people's apps alone. And there was another app called Lemon8, which was also owned by ByteDance, meaning if TikTok got banned, then Lemon8 would also get banned. And also CapCut is also owned by ByteDance, so that went down too, which was an editing app, but it is now back on the App Store also. So all these Chinese owned apps are just trying to get, or the US is just trying to nuke all these Chinese owned apps for whatever reason. But yeah, they can't. And no app will ever replace TikTok. TikTok had a huge impact on the music scene. It had a huge impact on just the content creation world, the streaming world, just the entertainment world. Like, TikTok is a huge generational app, and I don't think any app could touch it or any app could be like it. So back to the topic about how it's back on the App Store. So mind you, TikTok got bananaed on January 19th, but it came back literally the same day, or like 12 hours later. But if you deleted the app, then you're cooked. You're fried chicken. You're done for, because it wasn't on the App Store until February 13th, which is almost a whole month later. So if you deleted that shit, then you was cooked, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like Flappy Bird, how Flappy Bird got taken off the App Store, but some people still had it on their phones, and niggas would fiend for Flappy Bird and want to play it so bad. People were feeding for TikTok so bad that apparently people were selling their iPhone with TikTok on it for over $10,000 to $20,000. Yup. People was buying phones for over $10,000 to $20,000 just for the fact that it had TikTok on it, only for it to be back literally yesterday.
Well, iPhones with TikTok still installed are being listed on eBay for upwards of $10,000. Although TikTok service came back in the U.S., the app is currently restricted from further downloads in the App Store. An iPhone 14 Pro Max with the app installed sold for $2,500 on eBay, with others also being sold near those prices. TikTok is estimated to have some 170 million users in the U.S., with a third of U.S. adults using the app. Be sure to download Fox Local for live streaming, news, and more.
Niggas just wasted 10 to 20 grand on a phone with TikTok on it, only for the app to just be back on the App Store. Like, niggas was feeding and scratching themselves so hard for TikTok, because I'm telling you, it's a generational app. I even saw a video on my For You page that was like how people who deleted TikTok are like, and it's a guy standing on the block, and then he goes up to another dude and he's like, yo, he pays him $5 for 5 scrolls on the app. Like, that's how crazy people go for TikTok and how hard people go for TikTok. Like, imagine the people who managed to sell their iPhone with TikTok on it. So they sold their iPhone, made like $10,000 to $20,000, and they could just use that money to buy another phone And now TikTok is back, so they can just re-download TikTok on that phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe in the meantime they was using like their friend's phone or their brother's phone or their sibling's phone to use TikTok. But the fact that now they're up a lot of money, they probably bought a new phone, and TikTok is back, like, them niggas are winning right now. The motherfuckers are winning, you feel what I'm saying? It's just like Flappy Bird. People was going mad hard for Flappy Bird, and people are going mad hard for TikTok. But anyways, let me know what you think about this. Me personally, I think it's a big W that TikTok is back on the App Store, and that's making the future of the app look pretty bright. And TikTok is definitely here to stay, bro. I think it's definitely here to stay. I don't think it's gonna be here in like 10 years, but it's gonna be here for a while, bro. But anyways, let me know what you think down below. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more uploads, and make sure to stay tuned for more uploads. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.